Hey guys, this is Colin, and in today's video I'm partnering up with Pelsee to install their OEM mirror mount on a P12 Pro Max on a 2025 Ford Maverick. This procedure should be the same for any mirror that has this mount, which I'll show you on the screen right now. I'm going to unbox the product. I'll install it on the actual dashcam mirror, install it into the vehicle, and provide a quick review. Out of the box, the dashcam mirrors have these silicone mounts, which makes it easy to apply on the mirrors, but they do look a little bulky. I prefer to swap out the mirror mount so that it replaces the OEM arm with one that attaches to this directly, so it looks a lot cleaner. Originally, I received the 12-inch mount, and although the P12 Pro is 12 inches, the bracket was a bit short in the back, so they had to send me this one specifically. This is for the P12 Pro Max. Here's the front of the box. Here's the back, bottom, top. Inside the box we have this plate, the instruction guide. Here's the instruction guide, which I'll demonstrate in a second. There's a few screws, and in this box we have more screws and this bracket. The first thing we're going to do is take the dash cam off. Yours might not be installed, but for mine I had these two straps, and then I have these three connectors on the top. There's one for the rear dash cam, the GPS module, and the power. Flip the dash cam over. We'll take these silicone straps off so that we can access these brackets. There's rubber pads right here that we'll need to remove to access the screws, and then we'll unscrew the 4 screws. And I find that it's easier to leave the adhesive pad slightly attached, so when you unscrew it, you can lift the entire piece off like that. Here's the cover with the screw. We're going to take this bracket off, and we'll repeat the same thing for these 3 other ones. Next, we're going to install this plate, and right here you're going to see a hole for the reset button. That's going to line up with the hole right here. So make sure that you have it in the right orientation. We'll place this in. This next step is very important. It says to reuse the existing screws. It came with 4 other screws, and if you take a look at the 2, this thread is a lot finer than the ones that came out of it. If you try putting this in, you might strip the metal that's already in there. I don't know what these 4 screws are used for, but I would use the ones that came out of it, and I would use a manual screwdriver, or you can use an electric screwdriver, keep it on its lowest setting. Do it very carefully or turn it manually. Initially I tried installing one of these newer screws, and it stripped very easily with an electric screwdriver, so I would recommend using it manually. And then the thread is different from the ones that came out of it. So I'll put these 4 existing ones in. Find a bit that fits exactly over the head, because if it's too small, it might strip it. Tighten it by hand until it doesn't go anymore, because you do not want to strip these. Next, we'll install this bracket and make sure it's in the correct orientation. For mine, this part is on the bottom where this screw is, so I'm going to install it this way. I'm going to take 4 longer screws that it came with. The bag came with 5, and I'm going to put them in the corners. And then I'll use a screwdriver to tighten them. And this is what it looks like installed. I'm going to get this installed in the vehicle. I'm going to install the Pelsee mirror mount. We need to take off the OEM mount. If you look over here, there is a bolt. This one is a T20. Yours might be different. If I try sliding it up, this cover's in the way, so I need to take this off. For the Ford Maverick, there's 4 clips. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can use a plastic prying tool, or you can just apply some force with your hands. This is the cover on the Ford Maverick, and there's 4 clip locations. 1, 2, 3, 4. These white clips hold it into place. Sometimes they get stuck in here, and that's okay. You can use pliers to pull them out. And this one does not have a white clip. And this cover is attached by this plastic tether. Here are the 4 clip locations. 1, 2, 3, 4. Previously, we loosened this bolt, and now we can slide the whole thing upwards to remove it. And now we'll take the new one and slide it into place, making sure that it's fully secure. The new one is a Phillips head screw. The previous one was a T20. I'll screw it in now. I'll plug the cables back in. There's the GPS, the rear camera, and the power cable. I had a piece of Velcro to hold the cables in place. And then I'll pop the cover back on. I'll adjust my mirror. Moving on to the review of the dash cam bracket, what I like most about this is how much of a cleaner look it provides than strapping the dash cam on the OEM mount. The installation process was pretty simple. You just take the 4 clips off that were on the back of the dash cam. You put this plate on. Be sure to reuse your existing screws, because the new ones have a different thread pattern. Then you attach this metal piece with the 4 provided screws. Take this bolt out from your OEM one, put this in. You might have to remove your cover and clean up the cables, put this back on, and that's about it. I've installed one of these in the past, and it did not introduce any vibration. And this arm mechanism was pretty secure. If you guys are in the market for a dashcam OEM mount, you can check out this one. A link to the product is in the description section below. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Feel free to leave questions or comments in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys for watching, and take care.